Pain at the pumps in Malaysia. If you think gas is going up dramatically where you live, listen to this. Prices jumped here 41% overnight. On Thursday, the government abolished heavy fuel subsidies amid high world oil prices. Consumers were left reeling.
Surprising, shocking actually.
I use oil every day. Now everything getting expensive, so a lot of money have to spend for the oil consumption.
Before, people were paying 61 cents a litre or $2.34 a gallon for regular gasoline. Now it's up to 87 cents a litre, $3.30 a gallon. A big jump in a country where wages are low and food prices are rising.
Filling up in Malaysia has been far cheaper than any other neighbouring country in Southeast Asia. But suddenly, overnight, people have been exposed to the real price of oil, and they don't like it one bit.
Malaysia, we have the oil, we have the source, but then we have to, at the same time, we have to pay for a very high price. So it's too much for the people.
Malaysia is an oil-producing nation. The opposition says people should benefit from cheap gas.
If we are selling oil at a high price and having good profits, then why is it that we are going to suffer like every other country in the world that doesn't have oil?
But the government says it was spending $14 billion a year subsidising fuel, shielding customers from energy price spikes. Now the government has decided it's time that ended. They say this is a green measure. Owners of small, energy-efficient cars will get about $200 a year back from the government.
Yes, of course it's shock therapy, but at the same time there is a sweetener to it. And therefore our focus is really on getting subsidies more targeted and more better delivered to the poor. And I think that's why I prefer subsidy for food, more subsidy for food rather than just for petrol.
But the opposition is furious and has called for protests.
Okay, we've been told many times to change our lifestyle because of the increase in the price of oil. We have been changing our lifestyle every increase that has come over the last how many years? Why don't they change their style of governing?
The government isn't backing down. Fuel is up dramatically here. Depending on your view, it's either political suicide for an already beleaguered government or courageous economics. Either way, the price of gas is now suddenly a hot topic after years of people taking cheap gas for granted. Dan Rivers, CNN, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.